Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Hey y'all, how's it going? Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. What do you mean you didn't pick Armadillomon? I mean, we all know Armadillomon is the best. He's the greatest little guy that's ever existed. But you can only play the same starting deck so many times, right? And like the dozen times I played through this game, I want to say maybe 10 of them were with Armadillomon. And then once or twice I went with Vmon and Hawkmon just to switch things up. But yeah, we're doing Hawkmon, mostly because green is kind of a bad color in this game. And I don't get to play with it a lot, so it would be fun to see how it plays out in the early game. If you weren't watching yesterday, you like this game, you may be interested to know that we will be holding tournaments for this game over Arcadia, which is I'll post it. It's basically a client that lets you do online matchmaking for any PlayStation 1 game. And so we're going to be running tournaments. All you got to do is download that, download DuckStation, and you're good to go. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a little video on it. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. But yeah, we're going to have a little tournament night one of these days. And we're going to play some Digimon Digital Card Battle. It's going to be super fun. Really, how expensive most games are these days? Well, emulation is free, so you can always play Digimon Digital Card Battle. Instead of saving up or like putting a second down payment on your, or rather, not down payment, but taking out like a second mortgage to buy GTA 6 or whatever. Been brainstorming a deck since stream? There's a 100% save file for deck building? Yeah. Yeah, I'll just be sharing mine. Obviously, it won't have all the partner cards, but partner cards are going to be banned because, you know, it's easier than like having multiple save files. Good to go. Basically, what we're looking at for the ban list right now is going to be no partner cards, none of the sevens cards, and Rosemon's Lure, and download Digivolve. And those are all going to be banned. And then we might have stuff like the Bananas and Cherrymon's Mist limited to 1. But I think we're going to let all the insane shit rock, and we'll just see what's up. Imagine how much Digipart cheese there would be. So here's my biggest issue with letting the partners rock. If you were to just play the partners, one, you would have 3 in a deck. There's only, what, like 30 cards, right, in a deck? So 10% of your deck is gone immediately. You would need to probably slot in 2 or 3 Armor Crush cards just to deal with other people's armor cards. And then Cherrymon's Mist. So you're looking at probably 6 to 7 cards of your 30-card deck gone instantly, which really limits what you can do creatively with the rest of your deck. So that's just like... Feels like you would get to a point where if you're playing with really souped up partner cards, you would just dump your hand until you got a partner card. And that would be every game. So, sounds like GOAT format? Yeah, it's kind of what I'm trying to avoid, of just having a whole bunch of good stuffs. Have you done a playthrough where you unlock 100% of decks? Yeah, and I'm going to have a file that people can use so they don't have to do it themselves. Even though you could just straight up Game Shark it, I don't care. Gotsumon and Dark Lord's Cape are good for blue? Yes. Yes, those are both very good cards for blue. Turn 3 Ultimate Evolve? I'd be doing a turn 1 playing Ultimate straight from my hand and explode. I was showing off a couple of the decks. Before we get into it, a lot of people in chat right now were not watching last night, so we can just get going. Before we get back to the save file that I was working on, how about all rookies only? No, because you're already going to see a lot of that as is. There's no need to make it a rule. Literally just put season use in your deck and rock it because some users are so broken with 1/2 stats they win. Well, I'll show you what I mean about just playing U cards. I got a couple of decks here. They're not optimized because they're optimized within terms of like... Oh, why is it like lagging? Weird. Through just like preliminary fucking around of like, yeah, here's what I think would be fun. But because I haven't done like a ton of testing against other people, there has not been like, I'm already noticing like weaknesses in the deck. So like for this deck, I'm going to be getting rid of these cards here. But this deck basically plays Hawkmon and crashes and then just does that over and over again. And the rest of the deck like keeps them alive to be doing between like 700 and 1,000 damage every single turn. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good deck. But messing around with it, I realized something the other day. If I'm getting rid of these, there's a card I realize is extremely good for this deck. Where is it? Miracle Ruby. This is probably, like, frankly insane for the deck. And then... Beam Gun's good for the deck. Another Super Recovery Floppy, probably good. And then I'd do another Beam Gun. I was getting rid of all the stuff that I'm going to have to ban. No, I don't want to delete the deck. But I'll show you how this deck plays out. Yeah, use of quarter stats champions have half. Special Digivolve gets around that. If you special Digivolve a champion into an ultimate, no matter how you play that champion first, it removes all of the... like, whatever problems the champion had. So if you played it at half, then you'd get a full power ultimate out of it, which is kind of annoying. Just battle random deck. But yeah, I'll show you. And again, like, this isn't as strong as it can be because I straight up got rid of all the most powerful cards in the deck like 10 seconds ago. Stomp that shit. And then special Digivolve to 1 then? You'd probably end up banning it. It's pretty fucking stupid. We'll see though. It's just bugged, like it doesn't work the way it's supposed to work at all. Are you interested in playing the mobile game called Digimon Up? It's supposed to be live today or tomorrow. Yeah, people were talking about it. I'm not, I don't really care. I don't know. It's a digital, like a mobile Digimon game doesn't seem super hyped to me. Now we're just gonna keep exploding. I think it's more special Digivolve actual effect is Yu-Gi-Oh card length and they can't write it. It's also, my interpretation of it is that it's supposed to allow you to Digivolve to a different specialty if you pay 20 more DP, but it just adds 20 DP, which doesn't make a lot of sense because it seems like it's just straight up better than... like, there's no penalty for it, really. It's weird. It's a long known bug. Yeah, it's been known for a very long time. Giving it a try, then wait for EOS. Be salivating if it was a mobile monster transfer game. I got bad news for you. There already is one, and we have not been playing it. But you can see why this deck is like pretty obnoxious to deal with. The funny thing is, it's not like there isn't ways around it. Like, X counter completely beats it. I would have to rebuild the deck to have some contingencies, so like X counter, anybody who brought a Muchomon didn't like instantly explode my deck, you know? Yeah, we do this. I always appreciate the creativity of my titles, thank you. Digimon's a tough IP to make good games for and show off all Digivolve, etc. and not rip Pokemon off. Oh, that's not what it said in JP. Oh, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. So that part works as intended. It just doesn't explain it properly. Okay, so here's what I'm curious about. Do I go to full health? When I go to 1000 HP, sorry, does it get rid of my penalty? It does not. Okay, that's interesting. That was good to know. That's funny, though. Sucks to suck. Crash should do half damage. No, I mean the quarter penalty to my my stats. I was curious if after I used the ruby, if it would like get rid of the penalty or not. Like if it would bring me back up to like 990 damage. Circle attack. Yeah, it's not. Should items have battle animations too? It's already pretty long. I don't think it needs to be longer. Effectively a cute 1k heal. Yeah, I guess that is all it is, right? Your opponent gets a point and you heal 1000. But yeah, I was talking about this before, but Agumon in this deck is actually not very good. Even though it's a genuinely just like straight up good card all the time, the problem is that I don't have a way to dump my hand and trigger its effect. Online tourney when? Probably next month. Altoy is worse than totally not yellow card Betamon. Betamon puts your attack to 0 though, doesn't it? Or something? Betamon has restrictions around it that make it harder to play in most decks. Can I go back? No, I can't. I wanted to dump my hand. Hey, who was that? Sorry, I missed that. Hey, Saren. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the follow. I've been using it as a banana alt on Crash. Oh, it's turn skip. Oh, for this. Yeah. For this deck, I think Betamon would be a lot better. Yes, I agree. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm in such a good spot right now. I just do whatever I want. Hey, Rosal, how are you doing? Okay. So, I picked the right attack. It is really funny seeing this gigantic explosion do like 200 damage, though. Special thread. Covering from the flu? Oh no. Mentioned green is the worst, but isn't green the fastest Digivolve color? Yeah, but Digivolving basically is just healing. For the most part. Green has no control, is the unfortunate part. What are you looking for, brother? Cross hitter? Cross hitter pretty good in this situation. There's not really anything you can do, right? I go first. Hit him with the Darkness Zone. Yeah, whatever. I don't think green is not so bad in the sense of like it is unplayable. It's just I think everything else has like insane shit, and green kind of is lacking insane shit. And a lot of time if you're playing green, you're playing it because you want big like you want mons with like pretty big bodies, like big stat sticks that are easy to get up and running to play a bunch of option cards without having to worry about anything else. You're worrying less about augmenting your Digimon and more about playing mind game hands. Playing shit that's like if you and your opponent played the same attack, discard 7 cards, stuff like that. Whereas all the other decks kind of have so much stuff going on that they don't want to do the mind game stuff, the liquid crystal. They don't want to do the hitters and stuff like that as much. But green, because they're kind of self-sufficient elsewhere, like they don't require the support to like stay alive in the same sense of like red or blue or yellow do. You have a lot more room in your deck to do whatever you want to do. And I'm going to show you a yellow-blue deck I was messing around with, which is this whole deck is either you get Sanyamamon out or you get Penguinmon out. And if you get Penguinmon out, your entire strategy is force the opponent to use Circle. And if you get Yamamon out, the whole strategy is force your opponent to have 200 HP. Yeah, alright. We'll just Grand Sevens for the sake of it. HP the same plus Crash is always my go-to with multicolor. Wait until you gotta deal with Muchomon, brother. Muchomon, Magnadramon, Cross Hitter. And then, like, you get into, like, real, like, crazy mind game stuff, because it's like, are they going to? X Enjoyer, me, and Shambles still clicking Titanic Drill. Game just wasn't set against it, I feel. 8-year-old me was proud of that idea. Oh, no, okay, yeah. So, let me rephrase what I'm saying here. Very sick idea. Very fun way to play the game. It's just in PvP it's gonna fall apart a little bit. Again, nothing inherently wrong with that. Let's just cancel this turn. I don't even want to play the game right now. Shogun's Orders is also stupid. Shogun's Orders I don't think is like, it's powerful. But what makes it powerful is Shogun's Orders and Devil Chip. Because you just play Shogun's Orders when it's their turn to go first, and Devil Chip when it's your turn to go first, and one-hit KO, stop them from attacking. One-hit KO, stop them from attacking. What I wouldn't get for PvP legit, though, you gotta keep, maybe you tuned in late? But we're gonna be doing a tournament for this game. You did, yeah. Yeah, so, we're playing through Arcadesia, which is a... Here, I'll just link it again. It's a client that has rollback netcode for PlayStation 1 emulation. So, I'm going to make a little video about it, just explaining that we're running the tournament. I'm going to have a sign-up sheet, and then I'm going to post a file with my memory card. And then, yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, this deck is stupid. And this isn't even like a hard deck to build. Two quick KOs for the Penguin. Tai Premade is one of the better ones, but it got so weighed down by Omnimon and War Greymon being a significantly worse card than real Metal Greymon, yeah. There aren't a lot of pre-made decks that are like super strong. Okay, well, I've won. That's not how hacking works. So, yeah, 3 turns in a row, I forced him to use the attack that I can counter. There's a lot of stuff in this game that is very, very powerful that you don't really ever have to worry about versus the computer, so it seems kind of weak. Like, jamming and stuff like that are really strong effects. I think most decks will probably require at least 1 or 2 mons that have jamming in them to get past, like, really heinous control stuff. Otherwise, you know, you're completely fucked. Alright, big YOLO time. Oh. Alright, cool. Did it a little late. But yeah, I get to do 900 damage. That's just Penguinmon. That's not even the nonsense. What do you mean you can't win the tournament spamming circle on my red deck? I mean, you can try. I think if you have any kind of aggro, you need to either have different mons for different situations, or you need to be able to like play Disrupt Ray or other cards like that. Gururumon, not Garurumon. The black dog is pretty good for that because its effect is both players pick triangle. So if you have a deck around like big triangle attacks, you can force them out of doing whatever they're trying to do. Gururumon is on the upper end of the fusion tables. Yeah, but it's still only a champion. So like it's not too bad. But Metal Gururumon, pretty good card for that deck. I took it out, but I would probably put it back in once I like got rid of all the grand cards and whatever. Whoops, wrong button. But yeah, I'm just showing off a couple of decks that are like really strong. Nice Dromojimon just forces the opponent to use triangle. Yeah, but you want something that also forces you to like change your attack, which seems stupid, but if you're not jamming, you have to deal with your opponent forcing you to like change your attack really often. Any cards where the effect is both players use X? Yes, I'm pretty sure. But then yeah, I also have this deck, which is literally just Palmon for eat up HP and Tentamon for big body. A lot of hacking cards, 2 cross hitters if someone wants to crash. Opponent uses circle for Tentamon. Counterattack X, attack second, which is like a guaranteed win versus anybody using crash because you just do their crash damage to themselves. Colosseum's pretty good for it too. Yeah, Colosseum's good for it. And then these I would get rid of, but Valkyremon is a pretty powerful card. It's just you don't really get to see it used too often. Also, Magnadramon is just like better. X to 0 is funny because that doesn't really help. Playing this card as like a Digimon is not good versus Crash, but its effect is good versus Crash. Yeah, this is a pretty strong deck. But again, I'd get rid of this stuff. Lots of other stuff you could put in here. You could do lots of mind game things here. You could do like the uninstall, which is if you pick the same attack as your opponent. Discard 7 cards from their deck. That's really good if they're playing stuff like Colosseum or whatever. If they want to play Colosseum and you play uninstall, like you're gonna beat their ass. Or the mushroom that gives you 700 HP if you have the same attack, or like there's a lot of like one-ofs you can put in the deck for techs that I think will work pretty well. And I'm trying to think of how I want the tournament to work. But I think what we're going to do is you bring 2 decks, and on a win, you switch to your second deck, and you have to win with both decks. Which is what they're doing for Pokemon TCG Pocket, which I think is a really interesting way to run a card tournament. If we don't do just one deck and some kind of sideboard. Sideboarding, I feel like, is kind of a pain in the ass to set up. That's what that format is called? Oh, okay, cool. Because it's difficult in the 2-player mode of this to like edit your decks and stuff. I kind of don't want to rely on any kind of sideboarding or anything like that. But yeah, this deck is pretty fucked up. There's literally just a clear Agumon to void support. It doesn't do anything else. Sanyanmamon is such a good card, man. Champion with 600 HP is great. It's so funny. This champion has 1100. Okay, anyway. Let me get my memory card set up. Where are memory cards? There's something wrong with the mem cards. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just doesn't show the mem cards for whatever reason. Okay, we're back. 10 out of 10 stream title. Hey, is there Arthur? Thank you. Hope you're doing great. But yeah, we were playing a little bit yesterday. Yeah, new game. This is day 2. Make sure... Okay, I got the right memory card in now. So I haven't really adjusted my deck at all. Yesterday we were trying to play through doing an all or nothing gamble every single hand, and it got super annoying because, not necessarily because it was difficult, but just because there was like zero agency. So it felt like, I don't know why I'm doing this, like it's not fun at all. Edamon, we don't want to use it. I would kind of like to go black and green, I think. But I don't really have a lot of good cards right now. I'm gonna put a second Piximon in my deck. That's probably okay. We gotta go get our Halcyon upgrade now. I like how I just have Triangle Hitter for like no reason. I roll Warp Digivolve my starter deck? No, I got it from a battle. Okay, let's go talk to Ty. Play pretty well. In fact, you're awesome. We can play a match sometime. This is for you. Go ahead and use it. It's a Digi-Egg for your partner card. Cool. Okay. So let's take a look at Hawkmon. I think I got some new parts I can give it to. 10 DP is pretty good. HP plus 50. Not really anything else I can do. I'm gonna do triangle attack plus 100. Yeah, let's do that. And then I don't have to worry about getting countered. Love this game. I sure hate how bad it feels when you beat the whole arena and the boss is like, well, thank you, but if you want the pass, you gotta beat everyone again. Yeah, it's funny. It happens like more than once. Is Warp Digivolve just the best option for using ultimates without playing them with the penalty? Yeah, if you're not using the banned cards. Like if you're not using download Digivolve or special Digivolve. Do I have to talk to you again? I forget who I have to talk to. Oh, back to his old self. Thanks for defeating that Wormmon. You're a real lifesaver. Imagine getting taken over by a worm. Couldn't be me. That's some coward shit, honestly. Anyway, Wormmon is evil. He's not really evil. He's just, you know, he gets his ass beat, and he's a mean guy because of it. He was bullied, so he becomes a bully. Other color warpers tend to push 3-card Evo too much without having insane support. Yeah. Getting Mamemon out early is pretty good, but it's one of those things where it's like, you don't really need him with the yellow, right? Like, yellow's got so many other options to win more consistently. Not that you couldn't make a deck around him. You could probably make a really strong deck around getting Mamemon out as quickly as possible. That's the cool thing about this game, right? Is that there is just like 1,000 unbelievable... There's like, what, 350 cards? And about 100 of them are like bannable. They're so strong. Obviously, you wouldn't ban 1/3 of the cards. You let the crazy shit rock. That is how the game is played. It's like a fighting game that is like imbalanced, but like, or like every character's good, so you just ban half the characters. You can't do that. I think you can make a deck work pretty well with it. You would just need any deck that's like gonna run a big body that is a commitment to get into, like Mamemon or any other alt. Probably just needs to run a deck with like counter control, jamming support, stuff like that. Coliseum. You can definitely make it work. You can make it work in a way that like the decks where I've made like some strong decks would just like completely crumple against them. Let's battle. Bon appetit. He's a gourmand. Well, we got one deck. We were talking about this yesterday, but this is basically like the first little roadblock in the game if you're playing casually, because this is the first arena where you have to deal with hand control and attack control, and by this point you usually don't have the cards necessary to like counter it. Okay, this is really good. I'm actually going to dump this to make the chances of getting my boy Piximon as good as possible. People keep bringing up decks that they want to run, and the immediate thought when somebody brings up something is to be like, okay, well, what counters that? But you can just like build contingencies to like stop that counter. I don't think there's been a lot of ideas people have brought up where I'm like, oh, that's actually really bad. Like, everything sounds like pretty sick and like it would work. Garurumon having bananas is a huge difficulty spot. Golden Banana is like easily one of the best cards in the game. They just have access to it. $370? Yeah, well, I mean, you know what we're doing, right? Icemon doesn't do anything. Misfire failure. Oh, that's the same if you're doing the same button, yeah. What makes Yellow surprisingly okay for it is they have bizarrely good rookie games since Psyche and Madoki is Circle Zero and you can play around Madoki, Psyche, Eltoy Trio. Yeah. But I mean, that's just them having good like control. Psychmon is the cornerstone. I think that's pretty safe. That's a pretty good idea. Okay, awesome. Oh, it costs 40? Why did I think it cost 30? Well, we're gonna have to dump something. Whatever, we're attacking. We're doing a big attack. Golden Banana and Dark Chip is the absolute highest rated card in the game. Yeah. Somehow make a deck built around Megadramon work. Megadramon's pretty sick. Obviously, some cards in the game are better than others. Like, I really like Shakumon. Everybody knows I'm a big Shakumon enjoyer. He's not super good in this game, but he's got an okay support in player versus player. You could... Okay, this is fine. If he wants to use Banana... Yeah, this is honestly best case scenario. Actually, like, really good turn for me. But yeah, it would be fun to do some viewer battles and stuff, because this isn't a game you can get stream sniped on, really. I mean, you can, because I'm talking about my strategies out loud or whatever, right? But you get to see your opponent's hand from the get-go, which is sick. Okay, we get to see some more of Piximon's attacks, because I think we've only seen Bit Bomb. Piximon had jamming? It seems like he would, right? Okay, with the big star. But yeah, he's got no effect. Not a great card, honestly, but he is chilling. It's fine for this point in the game. X to 0. Remember him having jamming too? He does seem like he would. If you had asked me what effect he had, I probably would have said he has jamming. Support effect, I think, is like opponent does like 200 less damage or something. Here, Digimon DCP. I'm looking at a random other person streaming. Not streaming, but like... Where's my volume control? There we go. This guy, does he play a Piximon? No. I'm just seeing if it like randomly has No. That would have been so funny. Oh, okay, yeah, so it does... Here. It has jamming on the effect, yes. Cuts your own attack power in half. Jamming. Seems like a use of a waste of a card, honestly, but. That animation is pretty cool. The animations in this game are actually really sick. Gabumon. This would be sick. Well, let's just see. Did he? Nah. Remember when I was a kid, I had to use Tuah Hawkmon support to beat the final boss? I mean, it's a really good effect. Kept discarding until I find it. Yeah, this game is kind of interesting in that sense. That, like, it's very consistent if you want it to be, right? Like, you just dump your hand until you find whatever you want. You can get screwed on RNG. Of course you can, but... let's do a big amount of damage. That's what, plus 500? Cool. I'm gonna do 860 damage, though. Yeah, the yellow supports are really, really sick. But we're not really gonna be playing... Oh, I know what's happening. Every time the stream is, like, lagging, I'm, like, losing power from my USB hub. It, like, keeps dying and then coming back. I wonder what's up with that. Weird. Hearty meal deck. What do you think he's eating as a hearty meal? Like, he's just eating snow, right? You're on tough mama jamma. Mama jamma. This isn't fair. I'm hungry. So sorry I died. I'm Waymon, your second opponent. I like this place. It's really comfortable. I like Waymon. He's just like, yeah, I'm here. I'm hanging out. In Digimon world, most foods are either mushrooms or meat. That's true. I like him holding the little card in his flipper. In his fin. Hate that we can't make cool deck names in game. Yeah, you're limited, but you can make them. We're gonna dump this. Yeah, okay. GG's. Oh, I got less HP than Betamon. I can't use Gatsumon yet. What do I want to do here? I guess we press X. Waymon's chill, yeah. I like being comfortable too. Same. One of my favorite things to do is be comfortable. It's definitely up there. Okay, so now, yeah, with Gatsumon I can get the kill. Very cool. Got that youngster mentality. I like shorts because they're easy to wear. I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm wearing a polo and floral shorts. It's like 40 degrees Celsius here today. I'm relaxing, maxing all cool. It's supposed to be 46 tomorrow with the like Humidex. 46 is like 110? Something like that. Not good. Not good. Waymon is chill. Look at him just fly around in circles. Whee! Okay, well, Hawkmon, good card. I could have just kept it in my hand. Okay, we have to deal with Shellmon. Actually, Hawkmon would have been really good there. What do we have? Once attack power is halved. Whatever, this is fine. So I do 200 damage. This is kind of a tedious dungeon as well, or arena. Which I think is why it's like especially frustrating for kids. Because like you're dealing with a control deck, which like most kids are going to be like, how come I don't get to play with the cards the way I want to play them with? But then pretend what I just said made sense. And then after that, you got to deal with the fact that if you lose, it's going to take you like 45 minutes to do it a second time. Yeah, okay. Fuck off. Okay, at least I get 200 damage out of it. What a pull, man. God damn. Blue has a ton of HP. Yeah, it has a ton of HP, but then also, like, Waymon's deck is all just set opponent's attack to 0. But also they don't do a lot of damage, so it's just slow going. And then Gurumon is all counters. It's just... it's a very long trip to the top. Don't go into Brachiomon, man. I don't think I can do enough damage, though. I need something to boost damage. Okay, that's fine. Another Gotsumon would be good. Another Jermogamon would get me the kill. Realistically, I have to kind of dump my hand until I get something that gets me the win next turn. Because otherwise I gotta deal with something with 2300 HP. And I do not want to have to deal with something with 2300 HP. Always greet everyone with ranchers during the MR streams. This is as close as I can get. Yeah, we're taming. Hey, perfect. Okay, I got extremely strong hand right now. Yeah, it'll be curious to see how far we can get before I lose. Because it's not, like, out of the realm of possibilities. Like, I could just simply not get good cards from my wins. I think from the use you can get as rewards, Mega Kabuterimon's really great. 30 DP to evolve, counter to 0 to circle, and a huge ass circle damage. It's pretty good, yeah. Like third city, second battle. Third city, well, that's what we're doing right. This is literally third city, second battle. So we're doing okay. triangle hitter because it's fine if we get it. No. Still eagerly await Digimon Digital Card Battle Tourney. It's happening next month. We're going to be, I'm going to make a little video about it. But yeah, the idea is to have it going next month. And we'll do some, like, games in the run-up to it. I'm just gonna put my memory card online for everybody to download if they want. I'll just put it in the Discord. It's got everything unlocked. It's got 6 copies of every card in the game, even the stuff you can't get 6 copies of. So I'll have to, like, be like, hey, here are the limits on certain things. But, no, let me see my cards. This wins me the game, basically. Okay, so yeah, he can't do anything. He can do a tiny chunk of damage here, but he can't use his circle attack against me. How many Palmons can I have in my deck? 4. And I think there's only, like, what was it, 30 card deck? So, more than 10% of your deck can be Palmons. I actually have a deck that's got 4 Palmons, 4 Tentamons. Not enough? You can have, okay, you can have 4 Palmons and 4 Ruramons, though. Bad Wi-Fi where I'm at. I mean, it's pretty... It doesn't require, like, a strong connection. I want to play it myself, then. Sounds fun, actually, PvP in this game. Legitimately curious what the meta would look like. Yeah, it's, me too, honestly. I'm not going into it... Dude, fuck Waymon on HP becomes 700. I'm not going into it being like, I'm the best, I'm gonna win this. Like, people are gonna come up with some crazy shit, and that's what I'm most excited about. You thought you had the control deck? He didn't even use Waymon. He's just like, I give up, man. I don't want to be here anymore. I am Waymon, and I don't even want to use Waymon. Yeah, no pressure to join the tournament, but if you're worried about connection... I wouldn't stress too much. It's probably okay. If you can watch the stream, it's probably strong enough to play the game. But you can always just watch if, you know, you're stressed about it. Yeah, I want to try to have the tournament sometime in August before I get really, really busy again. Circle 100 isn't bad. Beat Otamamon and he joins you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Still nicer Otamamon than the One World one. Yeah, he's an asshole. It would be cool if I could beat the game without losing, but, like, I don't have any real way to defend against control yet. So, this deck, which is basically just, like, force your opponent to use Circle and then counter it, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. This might be okay. Yeah, okay. This is not terrible opener. Circle to 0. Opponent uses circle. It's fine. Okay. Interesting. What? Damn. What a pick. It'll be interesting to see if he digivolves into Garurumon, because if he does, that's rough for me. Or no, that's better for me, sorry, than not. Piece of Earth. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think I've ever used that attack. You're on your phone, nothing from my laptop. Ah, rip. Okay, I see what you're saying. You know your situation better than me. I don't know. I think I'm fine, though. Because he does so little damage with his X attack. That next turn we get the KO. He's gonna Digivolve, though. That's okay. We're honestly not in too bad of a spot. Okay, another 3. Okay. Fuck. So, I'm just gonna hope here, basically. Did he use... Why didn't I use Circle? I could have used Circle. I used Triangle for some reason. But I'm in a pretty okay spot. Beautiful. And now I go first. I get some boosts. I need to do 300 more damage. Whatever. We'll just maximize the damage output here. Oh, he's not gonna kill. Interesting. Countered. Oh, the AI is so stupid sometimes, man. What the hell? What's he doing? Oh my god. I'm lucky as hell. Green deck can get yellow used as reward too. Yeah, I got Edamon. Mamimon's really good. Okay, so he's got plenty of options here to kill me. What's he gonna do? Ah, shit. Okay, so he gets the kill here. Ice ball bomb. Hadouken. Okay. I have tempo right now, though. Well, I mean, he has tempo, technically. Yeah, Monzimon's in the pool. And now we throw some poo. Beautiful. Get that shit out of here. Oh, you thought I was gonna jam? Jam doesn't even work against option cards. Hiya. Ah, you got pooped. Digimon, for whatever reason, is lower tier yellow ulti while also having the best stats by a large margin. Yeah, it's definitely... damage is, like, not super high, but, like, it's really good for what it is. And the HP is, like, what? It's over 2,000 HP. Aw, fuck you. Oh, okay. Worked out for me. He didn't use it. It's also part of Special Fusion. Yeah, that as well. Takes you back. It's a sick game. I think probably the best Digimon game. IMO. We're in a pretty good spot right now. Hawkmon, you did well. We gave you the 10 extra D points for that exact reason, so pretty nice. Okay, he doesn't have Triangle Hitter anymore, so we can use Fairy Tail. And then we basically... okay, but he didn't use X again. Definitely the one with the most thought put into it. You could argue that, like, Digimon World 1 has a lot of thought put into it. It's just a little sketch in certain situations. I also, like, unironically really like Digimon World 2. People love to talk shit about the game. I think it's got a lot of flaws, but it's fun. I like it. It's a good game. I'm loving World 1 so much now that I put it on a tie with DCB. I think that's fair. Alright, well that was certainly a play. I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna get... I think we press X. And then I do this, and then no matter what happens, he can't Digivolve. Okay. Come on, man. But yeah, now he's basically got something that attacks for 100. And yeah, we win. Howling Blaster. Blah. Doing Digiworld 2, but I think 1 is caught up with it in my adult years. I really like 2. Me being anal whenever people didn't bring up World 2 is basically a Dragon Warrior Monsters game. Yeah, I mean, I've brought it up many times. I think it's... like, that's exactly what it is. They literally stole the idea. And it's a good idea to steal, so, you know. I'm pressing triangle, or X again. Beautiful. And I'm going to play mine because it would be funny. Alright. Worst part is that Vegemon has a vine arm, so he's pulling far deep for that attack. You don't know if he's doing that. Victory trick. Yeah. I'm getting hit with the Howling Blasters. Do attack buffs work on crash attacks? No, you need HP buff. attacks. Crash attacks always do exactly how much HP you have, no matter what the actual value of the attack damage is. I like World 1, my first Digimon game. After that, it was DS, Moon, and Sun games. I discovered Emu. I haven't played a ton of them. Actually, that's not true. But it's just that most of the games I played are like Rumble Arena and like Battle Spirits and shit. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna press triangle and say goodnight. See, it worked out. We made him nature specialty. He couldn't go into where Gurumon. It all worked out. So, slow dungeon, but I keep calling them dungeons. I don't know why. I don't think I ever have in my life before yesterday's stream. It's like a switch flipped in my brain. I forget the word arena. I wish counters use the higher value for attacks, because sometimes you use a counter and you get an attack boost and the counter's successful and you deal like 100 because that's what the Mon has. Yeah, but I think that's too much. Okay, I will say this. It's not a hill I'm willing to die on one way or the other, right? The way it exists currently, I think stops you from like mitigating too much. Like you still have to be a little bit risky. If the game didn't work like that and allowed you to just like optimize, then, you know, so be it. I've got a month to annoy people asking them if X is good. I mean, yeah, for sure. Remember renting Digimon World 4 via Gamefly when it came out? Damn, dude. I didn't like 3 very much. I played it once. I played it for one night and was like, this is slow and I don't really like it. And then I never played it again. So maybe not like a fair assessment of the game, but... Okay, this is going to be awkward. I'm going to save here because I don't have any darkness hate in this deck. And his deck is full of 3 times damage versus nature. So... we'll see. We will see. Is Digimon World speedrun like hundreds of hours? 3? Is it really? Favorite part of 3 was the card game? My favorite part of this game is the card game. Too young and bad at English, got stuck on both World 1 and 3. Less so than 2, but it's a long game. Yeah, 2 is very long too. Yeah, I think this is okay. Triangle counter really funny. I kind of want to dump anything, but I would like to go into Dromojimon. Well, I don't want to go into Dromojimon. I want to use it to attack with. Is he going to use high-speed disc? Okay, he is. So we're just going to do this. An absolute worst-case scenario, I get hit for 200 damage. I should have just pressed X. But I don't think the AI is going to allow them to not use circle in this situation. Couldn't even read when I played World 1. Forgot Rumble Arena. That was super fun. I mean... being able to read in World 1 doesn't help too much. Any percent is set in hours? Alright. He wants to do 750 damage to me, eh? This sucks, dude. It's such a shitty situation to be in. See what we get. Okay, beautiful. I'll take 800 damage, brother. You're also incredibly stupid and didn't use the attack that would one-shot me? That is an insanely lucky play for me. What the hell? He picked the wrong attack, and then I all or nothing and got the one card that, you know, would do a huge chunk. Just absurdly good luck. What the hell? Sometimes your Hail Mary goes through. Also, like, he should never have used that attack in the first place. That shouldn't have worked at all. Anyway, extremely funny misplay, brother. Does he have any... Tsukaimon's also a really good card. It just makes playing through all or nothing plays really difficult. Sometimes AI just plays wrong, yeah. Reading didn't help much in World 1 anyway. When you're in, what's his name, Myotismon's castle, and he's explaining to you that, like, all of his minions are, like, brain dead or whatever, and you're just like, yummy, yummy, nice steak, yum, yum, just over and over again, as, like, your response, as he's, like, lamenting the loss of his friends. Yummy, yummy. Funniest part of the game, 100%. Okay, on attack, power match, own HP. Own HP is halved. We're just gonna press circle here. We're drill spinning. Sukamon was super fun my last playthrough. Just max first strike, black, red guys, and buffs. Interesting. I think in terms of raw stats, black is the strongest color. All the technical downside is that the mons take more DP to evolve. I mean, that's what they say, right? Black's biggest weakness is that they have effects that are mostly bad if used at the wrong time. World 1 has a lot of funny dialogue that comes from the situation mostly flying over MC's head, but the funniest one is Angemon, since Angemon is like, I'm a guardian angel. Nami was like, why do you speak like this? I don't get it. Yeah, that's, there's a couple of instances like that in the game. Why did I pick the X? I was like, I want to see what this attack looks like, because I don't think I've ever seen it. And then I'm fighting the X to 0 guy. What the hell? They're calling me the dumbest guy alive? That's actually really, really bad for me. Oh, I guess not that bad. He's not going to be able to Digivolve. But there is a chance. Well, it's my turn next, so he doesn't get to Digivolve yet. Okay, fine. You want to put my attack to 0? That's okay. It's my turn next. I get to Digivolve. Read like a book? I know. Someone should make a hack ROM of this game where the AI plays well. The problem is that you can't make it play well because so much of the game and like so many of the powerful cards are mind games, right? So if you're just like, oh, the optimal play for him is this, you could just like play with that in mind. You can already kind of do that. Black Gatomon's a pretty good rookie card too. Boing, boing, boing. Not a lot of rookie cards are doing like 200 damage with all their attacks at minimum, you know? Just has low HP. Okay, can he Digivolve? He can't. So, well, I mean, first things first, we can probably get a KO here. Yeah, that little freeze is my, I think it's part of my motherboard. Like the USB, my keyboard at least, if not other things as well, are like dying and then like coming back to life. Fuck, do I need a new motherboard? We're gonna play this just in case he gets lucks into some random card. There's like such a satisfying checkmate, changing your opponent's last Digimon's nature so they can't Digivolve and they're just stuck where they are. See if there's an update. Yeah, I should check drivers. A lot of the... I think I've got like 8 USB slots on this motherboard and like 3 of them are already dead. Like, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, so we keep going. We haven't lost yet. Ninjamon. Okay, so we can put Ninjamon in the deck for sure. That's a good addition. Darn, I'm sorry, I've lost again. What are you planning? What are you gonna do? I'll wait for you at the next city. Oh, I'll meet you again. Here are my coordinates. Thanks for defeating Stingmon. You really saved me. Who did this to you? Was it the Digimon Emperor? Yes, he showed up out of the blue and told me to follow his command. Of course, I refused. Then I'm afraid I fell under his spell. How dare he call himself Digimon Emperor? It's unbelievable. The gall of that guy. The passcode to Junk City. We're going to Junk City. The pre-rendered backgrounds in this game are sick, too. Alright, we're going to Junkland. We're also going to... Wait. I thought he gave out the passcode. What did he say? Must have been a stinging defeat. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me change my deck up real quick, brother. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of... God, Kunamon's got so much HP. Actually, very good card. I'm gonna get... I don't want to get rid of Salamon, because plus 30 points is real good. We'll get rid of... one Vegemon. I went too far. For Ninjamon. There. Good support effect. Good X attack. Okay. See, I was talking about I kind of don't want to make a green and black deck. I have like no black cards yet. Give me a Dramogamon. Okay, so we'll do some Bone Crushers. Give me 6 sets of Bone Crushers. Okay, so 50-50, we hit that circle. Ah, we didn't. There's so many Digimon that, like, as a kid, I called them one thing or another, but, you know, as an adult and understanding how Japanese is pronounced, like, even as someone who, like, can't speak the language, it's funny thinking of stuff like Nai's Drumojimon. His name, it's probably not Nai's, right? It's probably Nisei, but, like, I don't know. I picked the wrong attack. Ah, that's okay. That's what Gatsumon's here for. Everything in 50-50. Dude, no way. Come on, man. What the hell? It's given the name. Is it Nisei? Is that how it's pronounced, though? It's not Nai's. It's got a sick mustache, though. Fuck, man. That sucks. Nisei is correct, thank you. Okay, well, I'm in trouble here, but we can make this work. Means fake. Thank you, thank you. Nai's Drumojimon sounds sick, though. You got Nai's the stash. I don't like this, man. That YouTube comment sounds like something from the Monster Rancher wiki. Yeah, but it's actually correct, though. Because, like, he's got basically the Groucho Marx, like, fake mustache. Even though Groucho Marx's mustache was real, you know what I mean. Yeah, this is okay. Garurumon is dead in the water after enough turns anyway. Not a lot he can do here. Ocho Marks? That's Dino. Yeah. Bro, you got fucked up. You want to do 200 damage to me? Go for it. Nice Drumojimon is Toronto Drumojimon? Exactly. Nisei was my main man in my first playthrough. I ever made a compilation of it. Yeah, that's true. Vibe with the purple more. The mustache is so sick. It's literally just regular Drumojimon, except, you know, instead of blue, it's a tiny bit more purple. And he's got a cool mustache. You guys have seen the Grand Barrett video. That's like, I rep my city on my back. Talking about Toronto. Okay, so he can counter me here. I'm not too stressed about it, though. I'm not even going to use the recovery disc. Beautiful. Daniel and Cooler Daniel image, yeah. Him using cross hitter there is very funny because I'm going to Digivolve next turn into somebody who has a first attack effect. Would have been great for him. But now he can't do it. Opponent uses circle. He can try to counter me if he wants. We're not too stressed, though. He wants to do 440 damage to me. That's okay. I'm going to heal 300 of it off. I'm feeling pretty good about this, honestly. Live in the city in a way a lot of younger generation talks. Yay. I don't really know. I can't really do a very good Toronto man accent. But a lot of the way they talk is just the way all French Canadians who can't actually speak French talk. Hawkmon deck when? Hawkmon's pretty sick. Is he going to do that shit again? Ninja Jujitsu, not even ninjutsu. Bakumon's pretty sick. Making a Phantomon deck would be interesting. Go, my little chestnut. Hiya. Look how fast those sword slashes were. You didn't even see him pull the sword out. Never played this, been watching the VODs and it seems cool. It's a sick game. It's real cool. I'm a big fan. And then we do this. We just press triangle. We throw an Altoy Agumon out there. Just to stop him from doing anything. Cool counterattack. It's also really funny to think about, like, against, you can play like super risk averse, right? Like, which is what I'm doing right now. There's no, I'm not pressing circle on anybody who has a potential counterattack. Like, I'm just not risking it ever. But against people, like, it's going to be a lot more interesting because maybe they don't want to risk doing 0 damage. Maybe they want to, like, press triangle, and so you're going to press circle, and then because you know they're going to press circle, you're actually going to press X to counter it. Like, it's a lot more interesting when you're playing with other people. Okay, he's going to try... I can't get the kill here, which is unfortunate. I could. If I pressed circle, I would have got the kill, but, like, you know. Good one to keep on the Steam Deck? Yeah. Hiya. Yeah, card games are great for mobile gaming. And you can turn off these animations if you're sick of it. You're playing by yourself and you just want to get through it a little bit faster. But I think the game loses a lot when you're not watching the animations, you know? Okay, so he goes first. Opponent uses circle. Anything I can do here? No, he's just going to do a good chunk of damage, and then I can Psychmon. That's okay. Okay, so I don't think he has any more left. YouTube was hicking up on my end. Well, thank you for coming over. I like to give people options. Love all the fun animations. Tuah being a blocky badass. Yeah, he's awesome. Okay, I'm in a pretty good spot. I don't think he has any Garurumons left. I don't think he can force Circle anymore, which is good for me. So he's going to go up to 340. Counterattack is set. I mean, best play he had there, I suppose. I mean, not to heal. That was a huge waste of a card, but... Golden Banana, though? Yeah, but I can always... If he's got Golden Banana on the bench, I can just pick a weak attack. I'm gonna try it. I think it would be funny. We're gonna press circle here because I can always just Psychmon my way back. Wow, fuck you, dude. What the hell? Shit. Dude, that's twice in a row. What the hell? I didn't really have a solution for that, though. Well, I guess if he used X, yeah, I could have Psychmoned. But damn, dude. Oh, I'm alive. Okay. Yeah, we're fine then. Yeah, we're okay. We've never been more okay. He's gonna Digivolve, though, which is a little bit spooky. Psychmon is... Psychmon's a smart play. He's got 6 cards left. A good chance he can Digivolve here. If he Digivolves, I'm screwed. If I hold on to Psychmon, I can copy his HP next turn. 1 in 3 chances goes sideways for me, basically. Okay, not too bad. I'm in an okay spot here. I would love to see him go into, like, Shellmon or something. And then I'm fine. I just needed a high-speed disc. Hawkmon? Circle counter? Yeah, not too bad. Okay, this is good for me. Psychmon and Madoki Betamon are Yellow Deck's best friend. L Toyagumon, regular Toyagumon. He's got lots of opportunities there. Ice Maze is kind of a bad play because now I have tempo. Triangle is the play. He can't do anything about it. Did he use triangle? If he used triangle again, then I'm okay. He goes first next time, so if he gets like an attack chip, I'm fucked. But other than that, I think we're doing okay. Okay. 700 life. If he pulls attack chip, you just press a circle and he wins. But are you for real, dude? Come on, man. He pulled, what, 2 random attack chips? Fuck off. Alright, so that's our first loss. Annoying. Hawkmon gotta be my favorite of the Ogre Trio? Yeah, me too, I think. I always thought Hawkmon was like a squid kind of mon. It's the first time I see him. Nah, he's just one of the 3 Ogremon types. Gurumon's the first filter of this game? Yeah, for sure. Because it has so much control and you don't have a lot of cards by this point that deal with control very well. Unless you're playing yellow. If you start with Armadillomon, you've got a better shot at it. But like red struggles here. Like the Vmon deck struggles and the Hawkmon deck is just not very good at all. Like, okay, good. Wait. I can't get the kill, so... What armor did you evolve? I was worried about cross hitter, but now I gotta be worried about it again. Usually I did speed evo for some attack chips here. I don't have attack chips, so you know, doesn't help. Like Shurimon way more than Hasamon. Me too. Shurimon's super cool. But I don't think we're going to be playing yellow. Just because, you know, yellow is the easy mode. Oh, okay. What do I do here, man? Everything I press is risky. The big mind games. Beautiful. Okay, so I live, we're in it. My X attack went through. Yeah, Shurimon's yellow. Okay, so I think we're gonna get the win here, unless it draws Garurumon next turn. Wait, I go first next turn. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Great hand. I'm not getting rid of anything. We're gonna X again. Oh. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. We can get something else out. It will be fine. Why did I press X? I should have pressed triangle. Please press circle. It'd be really funny if you press circle. Counterattack is set. Whatever. I made a mistake. It's okay. We will persevere. The unfortunate part now, though, is that he goes into Hawkmon. Fuck, man. Obnoxious. Hey, go. Thank you for the sub. Very kind of you. Why did I do that? I thought he had another triangle hitter and not cross hitter. Oh, well. My brain just shut off for a second. Okay. Best card for him to dump, honestly. What do I want to do here? X to 0, not very good. But... we're going to circle counter. Yeah, he's hitting too much. Is the 500 HP or potentially doing big damage more important here? I think 500 HP is good, and then we can always do it next time. Because he's going to do 460, right? Remember struggling with Garurumon so much using Vmon deck back as a kid? Yeah, because you're just pressing circle on that deck, right? I should have used triangle hitter. That's crazy. Okay, so now what am I looking for? Doesn't really matter. Hit him with the hardest punch. Let's see if he uses triangle. Nah, well. Counterattack is set? Or whatever, I'll take the damage. It's so funny in retrospect, using the triangle hitter would have been great, obviously, because now next turn I can Digivolve, but Digivolving is going to come at the cost of, like, lower HP. Like, I'm going to lose HP on the Digivolve. Or I can draw nothing. Yeah, I need to get rid of... Okay. Honestly, pretty fine. I have to dump this. No, I don't. What's the easiest thing to do here? So I want to use Vegemon, so he can't Digivolve. And then I'll have 3 cards left in hand. Yeah, I want to get rid of it. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So that puts me in a really good spot. Because then I can just buy one more turn. Buy one more turn with Tuah Agumon, and then I can try and get into Piximon. Please use attack chip. I'm gonna use this anyway. Okay. Not too bad. So we're slow rolling, doing less than 200 damage every turn. This is like a difficult deck for this early on in the game, though. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Jungle Mojimon. Beautiful. What a waste. You love to see it. Might go ultimate? Yeah, no, I turned Hawkmon green so he couldn't do that. All part of the plan. I basically made this guy dead in the water, and then I'm slowly building up my side while he's stuck. Hey Dev, how you doing? Did I see that there's another cassette piece game coming out? Yeah, I did. I never beat the first one. I enjoyed my time with it, though. Alright, so we got Icemon. X counter, I don't care about that. Is Meteormon also X counter? Or like X to 0 or something? Because Gotsumon and Icemon both being X, anti-X is kind of interesting. Okay. I don't like that. But there's potential that he did no damage. What a pull, man. Gotsumon evolves into a recolor. He can't even because they're different different specialties. This one apparently has a bunch of romance dating sim mechanics for human sidekicks. Interesting. Not really my vibe, but you know, people enjoy it, so more power to them. Big brain move, one of those mechanics I was never able to utilize back then. Yeah. Okay, I don't really like where I'm at. No, but I can get rid of this, keep that. I can heal 300. He doesn't have any DP, so he can't go into an ult yet. You better not pull like another attack chip. Okay, I'm fine. Counterattack is set, so even if I used X. Yeah, Meteormon is red, yeah. For anyone who likes this game, there's a lot of cool stuff to look at Inspired's resource for this game. Interesting. I'm back. We're playing Digimon Digital Card Battle. We got a little Rockman fight. I love the way Gotsumon looks in this game. And I really don't like how squirrely he looks in Time Strangers. I was so excited to use him in Time Stranger, and then his arms are like a lot more lanky. He's got more of like a Chumon vibe than the bulky little boy he's got in the PS1 games. And it was enough to like actually ruin it for me. I think this is like peak proportions. And then it's ruined elsewhere. Elsewise. Okay, I already used circle. Yeah, he looks like Freddy Fazbear in Time Stranger. No, I did say that. Tyrannomon looks like Barney in Hacker's Memory. Gotsumon definitely has a friendly vibe with the PS1 model. Yeah. Alright, perfect. We've been waiting. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. But it's not quite right. If I was going to make a Crash deck, would it be better to use a yellow Jiramon deck or a black with Apicary Diaboromon? I can show you my Crash deck. It's literally just Apicarymon. And then Hagurumon, because Hagurumon has 200 damage triangle attack, which has a lot of synergy with Toyagumon. But yeah, Apocarimon and Hagurumon are the main cards you're using in it. You don't bother digivolving into Apocarimon. You just play him straight at the 4 times penalty. Because being able to crash for 680 is real strong. Probably beat the first half of the game using Garurumon's deck. You can beat the entire game. It's incredibly strong. Ironically, like the weakest parts of the game, weakest parts of the deck, I should say, are Weregurumon and Zudomon. Forced to go Dearboromon and Machinedramon for in-game run, though, since Apocary is super late. Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, you don't get access to him until you can already beat the game with other decks. Like, no problem. So no champions? Yeah, so the deck I'm running is Apocarimon, and then it has 2 copies of Waymon just to set your HP to 700. Basically, you're never going to use Waymon as a Digimon. There's no other blue cards in the deck. And then a copy of Birdramon, or you could use Ninjamon to just get a first attack as well. Because, like, this is really good, right? Attack first. Ninjamon and Birdramon both have this effect. With Crash, that's super powerful. And then the other cards are like Toyagumon, Clear Toyagumon, not El Toyagumon. El Toyagumon's in the deck as well, but I don't think it works very well because you're not dumping a lot of stuff for DP, so you never have an empty hand, and his effect only works with an empty hand. But yeah, Clear Toyagumon for jamming is really good. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just press triangle again. Ninjamon's supposed to be an onion. He's supposed to be a chestnut. Okay, I could have won with circle, but you know, we do the slow 2-chip with attack first next turn instead of just risking it for no reason here. Crash works with eat up HP. Yeah. Rumon's half attack, but eat up HP support has no penalty with Crash. Yeah, and also, like, there's a lot of really funny things with that deck. Like, Ruby is really good. Revive with 1000 HP. You crash, you kill something, they kill you on when they come in. You come back with 1000 HP. You kill, you revenge kill that guy. Yeah, we're just pressing triangle. Ninjamon comes in handy. Let's go. Is it possible to finish the game using only a Crash deck from Beginner City? I don't think there's like any decks that give you access to Crash that early. I know you can get Hagurumon in the yellow deck, but I would have to see like what's available in the pool of Beginner City. That could be interesting though. That could be a fun challenge. Try to build a deck in Beginner City and then play the whole game with it. We did it. 0 card left. Win. Nice. Toyagumon. And Penguinmon. And Muchomon. The problem with Crash decks is this card you see here in the middle, Muchomon. Muchomon completely shuts down Crash decks. Nothing you can do against it. You need to use like Gururumon or Dromojamon that forces the opponent to use a different attack. Remember making a deck with just rookies? There's so many cards that flip the board for free. Yeah, there's a lot of really, really strong cards in this game. Yellowstar gives you Haguru and some basic Crash toolset, but you kind of would farm a lot for getting Crash. Decision between farming Option Arena or farm Darktown. Well, you can't farm Darktown if the goal is to build a deck in Beginner City. So, Tuah Hawkmon low-key MVP card. Very, very strong card, yeah. Tuah Hawkmon shits on blue badly. The classic combo is Tuah Agumon and Sanyanmamon. Sanyanmamon has first attack at 210 damage. Tuah Agumon sets your HP and your opponent's HP to 200. So you play Tuah Agumon, you do first attack, you kill them. They bring in something new, you play another Tuah Agumon, you do first attack, you kill them. Real strong. Real strong card. We might as well put it in our deck for now. We've been talking about, we don't want to play yellow. Because it's just, you know, I'm always playing yellow. I love yellow, and it happens to be, like, probably the strongest color. But, like, what are you going to do, man? It's too good. Kunamon, I'm going to get rid of Kunamon. Tuah Agumon. Playing this myself since last night, trying to go blue deck. Sick. Well done for beating Gurumon. Thank you, thank you. No World 3 has a card minigame. Played a brown deck. Brown. I only got brown. I won 12 gold medals. You guys watch Anti-Donna? Yes, I do want to update the deck. But I want to see what I have for dark cards. It's not much. I got 4. Oh, I got a couple, okay. Aruramon. Charmamon. I like how the backgrounds are basically like where you find them in Digimon World 1. Or in the case of like some of them where they don't exist yet, but you know. Pretty cool. I love how Darktown unlocks literally the exact time right before you fight 2 anti-black towns in a row, yeah. Just like playing old Pokemon or MTG where you're a kid, you see cool art, you make a deck for it, and if your friend stomps you, hey, at least you got cooler cards. Yeah, exactly. For sure. Like, I'm not really happy with this deck. Like, this is sauceless. Our deck has 0 sauce. But we haven't gotten any cards that give us sauce. Like, you think I want to be using Piximon? I don't want to be using Piximon. But, like, what am I supposed to do? Anyway, let's go fight Sukamon. What are we aiming for in terms of cards? I'm just playing through the game because I think it's fun. There's not really anything I have like left to do in this game, really. We're just raising awareness for the tournament and, you know, playing a fun game. Sometimes it's fun to just, you know, play something casually and not stress about it too much and talk to chat. Destroy the bad Digimons. Cool. I'm gonna go destroy the bad Digimons. On the save file, I'm gonna let people play with to like make their own decks. I got all of the cards legally except for the the gems. And then after I did that, I was like, okay, I've done all I'm willing to do without re-rolling 1,000 times. And then I just cheated in the rest of the stuff. But the code I used gave me 6 copies of every card. So there's like 6 Rosemon lures. It's pretty funny. Hate this portion of the game? I think it's fine. I'm having a great time. Toy party deck. Gross. That one loss just eating at me now. Whatever. We Halsamon it up. Actually, this is fine. We want all of this. Because we are going to opponent's levels below opponents. Attack becomes 0. That's fine. I'm going to attack first. Wait, unless... He's going to use the whistle. That's okay. Is he going to crash, though? He's not going to crash. Okay. I usually drop the yellow for odd Bio August and some super aggro. I'd be the annoying guy you mentioned, having to re-challenge Igloo City. You missed the 100% you definitely didn't give a crap about. Yeah. What do you miss by not re-challenging it? Like, oh, you mean like later on? Yeah. Or else you get locked out of the black or Greymon stuff at the end. Can you trade in this game? 6 seems too much when full playset is 4. I don't remember if you can trade. I think you can trade, but also you can use them for fusion. Can you get 6 Apocarimon legally? Yeah, Apocarimon's not limited. It's just you don't have access to him until fighting Apocarimon, like late post game. Wait, what? Who, in your opinion, is the hardest NPC to fight? Probably the Garurumon we just did. The game gets easier after that. Actually, I am going to use Toy Agumon just in case it wants to use anything but Crash. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you get Apocarimon from fighting Apocarimon, and you only get to fight Apocarimon after, like, doing 100 other post-game things. For 100%, since Guru-led Arena is one of the requirements when it's replaced permanently by Arena update, you miss the percentage from that. Oh, yeah. I mean... That's right, yes. Yeah, it gets to, like, 99.5 or something. Suppose the tournament should have a banned or restricted card list. Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be restricted in terms of, like, if you couldn't get 4 copies of this card legally in game, you don't get to use 4 copies of it. 7s are going to be banned. Rosemon's Lure is going to be banned. Special Digivolve probably banned. Download Digivolve definitely banned. And then the rest of it, we're just going to let it rock, I think. We were saying maybe 1 Cherrymon's missed, maybe 1 golden banana, 1 silver banana. Or metallic banana. Beam Gun's pretty good here. Is Garurumon the hardest because his deck is just really good because you get better cards after him? It's both. It's pretty good for how early you get it, and also you're able to outpace it later. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely not worried about 100%ing. Hawkmon's so sick, man. Special Digivolution is a straight up bug. It's the only card that works like that. Yeah, it's really broken. Basically, oh yeah, and also no partners. We're trying to get rid of cards that force you to use them. So stuff like, you know, Rosemon's Lure, every single deck is going to have that. Download Digivolve, every single deck is going to have that. There's other cards, like, you know, I assume most decks are going to have one golden banana, but I don't think one golden banana is too crazy, because you can play around it with mind games of, like, they have golden banana, so maybe I'll use X, and then, you know, they can counterattack my X attack and do 200 damage, and then it's wasted. Or maybe they think I'm going to do that, so I'm actually going to swing big, and they're going to be apprehensive about using it. Basically, if the card allows for, like, a fun back and forth interaction, I don't care how strong it is. Hawkmon not made of rocks? Yeah. I don't know. Anyone think I'm off base there? I think that's like a good litmus, is that if it's fun and it makes like for meaningful interaction, it doesn't matter how powerful the card is. Obviously, if it's like you have 100 HP and you attack and then they use golden banana, it's like, okay, well, sure, you're gonna get the KO, but at that point, how much does it matter, you know? Look at all these animations I never saw. Yeah, there's a lot in this game. Every card's got 3. There's like probably hundreds of animations I've never seen. Like, I made a deck with Sylphmon. Or not Sylphmon. Valkyriemon. Just because I wanted to see what the attacks looked like. Hawkmon had a design and they changed it to it in the games later. Had no idea why he looks like that in the world games. Yeah, because he becomes Golemon later, right? But Hawkmon Golemon as is shows up like that in the show as well, right? I'm pretty sure there's yeah, okay, look at this. There's an episode with him. Look at these screenshots. This is so funny. Oh, that's great. Have I played Dragon Seeds? Big. Kinda. I haven't, like, played through it. But I have, like, turned on the game. Okay, he's cut my HP in half twice. Hawkmon is a distinct Digimon, always has the wireframe look. Yeah, Golemon, it's just that they reuse the name later. Placeholder design, he's sick. He's cool. What it's supposed to do is let you Digivolve into any color at the cost of having to pay 20 more DP. Yeah. Yeah. But it does not work like that. From when I played it, it seemed cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Okay, Psychmon. We are not going to need 2. He's going to bring my attack to 0. That's fine. I don't care about that. We're going to make sure you don't get the Digivolve. Yeah, whatever. I don't care what you do on your next turn, man. You're stuck. Kind of curious what JPDCB says on special. Either way, it might work the way it's intended to work, other than the fact that it negates any negatives. Hey, that's the same attack as Piximon. It negates the negatives of, like, if you have a champion, you play a champion raw, and its stats get cut in half, and then you special digivolve to an ultimate, that penalty goes away. Which is pretty powerful. That part's not intended. But whether or not it's supposed to cost 20 less or not, is hard to say. Hey Sable, how are you? Million punches. Okay, what kind of Monster Rancher ass name is that for an attack? That's a single punch. What the hell? Yeah, okay. I don't like using Hawkmon, but we're in an okay spot. You can't really do anything about it. You can't whistle. I don't know you. That's my purse. Whoever sold this Black Toy Hawkmon card was clearly scamming. We went from million equals 3 to million equals jab. What happened to society? We used to be a real country. I think it stands for light, yeah. But he's a L toy because he's taking the L. Million claws guy with like 3 and 12 at best. In million claws is 3. He goes do do do. That's a million. A milli, a milli, a milli. Okay, so what's the plan here? Okay. He's gonna digivolve. X counter. Cross counter. We're just doing big boy damage. We don't care about Thundermon. Do 550 this time. You ever see Hawkmon just like ruin the opponent as a Digimon and not as a support card? Because that shit's rare. And sneeze. Thundermon. Thunderbomber. Big damage. Big damage. You're getting exploded by like maybe the shittiest card in the game to play as an actual Digimon. One of the best effects, but just like hilariously weak otherwise. Every time I'm playing this game, just looking for special Digivolve makes the game a lot easier. Yeah. We did it. We now have a green Hawkmon. There's so many broken cards in this game. I love how he, like, pratfalls. He, like, just falls on his face when he pops out of the card. Alright, so Hawkmon for MVP? Pretty good. Hawkmon, one of my favorite recolors. I honestly don't really like Hawkmon at all. And it's like, it pains me to have to put him in my deck. I don't know what it is about him, but like, I'm not a fan. Such a good effect, though. This dude's clicking. Hey, Shell Numamon, let's go. Shell Numamon, another like unbelievably weak card. Maybe the worst champion? Jungle Mojamon's up there. Jungle Mojimon might be worse. Jam deck. This dude's jamming. No. Jungle Mojimon is worse than the worst R? No, he's not worse than Hawkmon. But he is pretty bad. What's Garamon do? Discard all cards in DP slots. Foe discards the same number of DP cards. Interesting. Pretty bad. Pretty bad card. Yeah. I'm gonna play it. I don't care. Remember I stopped using special Digivolve because that shit didn't feel intended and too cheesy? Yeah, it's very strong. Used to play hybrid red-green deck for fast and powerful evolutions. This man was keeping his stick on the ice. Can't wait to see what people try to run in the tournament. Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff that's like obviously good. But I think with, what's it called? Conquest, someone said, where you bring 2 decks and you have to win with both decks. In a first to 2 wins format. I think that's pretty good. Okay, El Toy Agumon in this hand is never going to get played. Actually, it will. If I just do this. Yes, okay. Yellow has some of the worst champions, but Jungle Mojimon is noticeable because green rookies have really high power level. Yeah, but also Jungle Mojimon is useful for its effect and not for its Digivolution. If you're Digivolving into Jungle Mojimon, it's because your card is about to die. And you just want to like bring it back to life. You want to give it some more HP. Really wish they made DCB2 or something. It's too cozy. This is technically DCB2. There was a DCB1. The Japan-only version had famously a Führer Agumon card, which is Agumon with a Hitler mustache. Like, they literally made Hitler Agumon. And they're like, there's nothing wrong with this. Also, he's got Cherrymon's Mist already. Like, what the hell? Also, Whistle is like a very... Whistle's very high up on the list of like hard to get cards, but we saw someone with Whistle earlier. Me with new Digimon cards and new effects? Yeah, I get what you're saying. This game is like pretty well balanced in terms of like there's not a lot of cards that are like a very good statistically. Like there's not a lot of cards that are like good beat sticks that also have really good effects. And then you get stuff like Hawkmon, which has just some of the absolute worst attacking stats in the entire game, but has a great effect. This could be good. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use Salamon this turn. Everything in my hand works really well. Perfect Digimon existence called Gaburimon. I'm a Gaburimon fan. Could I pick as my starter or Hawkmon? Them changing his name to Goblimon makes sense. Like, I know why they would do that, but Gaburimon is stuck in my head from like years and years of playing this game and like Digimon World 2 and stuff. So it's just like it makes me feel like a weeb, like the guy who says Dungeon Meshi instead of Delicious in Dungeon, despite having never watched the show in Japanese. That's how it makes me feel every time I say Gaburimon instead of Goblimon. But that's their fault. Don't use Rare Alter. Don't change me back. Don't make it. Don't make it so. I'll never not call him Gaburimon. It's a more satisfying name to say. Yeah, Gaburimon. I mean, Gaburimon is literally just like a Japanese like transliteration of Goblinmon, right? But it's unfortunate. Japan has a weird thing for World War II Germany. I wonder why. Computer AI is hard in this sometimes because you can't predict what stupid shit it will do. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, sometimes if like their circle attack will KO you and nothing else will, they're probably going to use the circle attack, so you can work around that. But other than that, yeah, who knows? Call him the guy who appeared after Snow Gaburimon in Second Domain of World 2. I'm the kind of annoying otaku who will only use Japanese names despite knowing the English versions just to annoy others. Well, it's working, brother, because we hate that shit. Fortunately, the CPU in this game doesn't seem to read your inputs because it has so many avenues to screw you. If it could read your inputs, it would just be over. It would be all ogre. I tried speedrunning Monster Rancher Battle Card 2. And that game is really funny because on hard difficulty, it literally reads your hand. And it plays around what you have in your hand. So if you have defense cards hidden from, like, you're like, oh, my hair is almost going to die, so I'm going to save this defense card for hair. It won't attack the hair. It'll attack something else you don't have a defense card for. It's a nightmare in the speedrun. It makes it so the hardest fight in the game is like the second fight you do, and that's the only real roadblock in the entire game is like battles 2 and 3, and then if you can get past that, the rest of the game is smooth sailing. But early on, you just don't have a strong enough deck to deal with a game that like literally reads your hand and has a deck of nothing but one-hit KOs. It's extremely annoying with Pokemon because people would be like Ash, Dawn, May, and I'm like, actually it's Satoshi, Hikari, and Haruka. Yeah. We're just talking about it casually, and I already hate you. I also play that shit a lot, and yeah, MRBC absolutely did that. It's really funny. Like, you can use it to your advantage. Like, if you have a card that you want to survive, you can just hold the defense card in your hand, even if you have no intention of using it. Conversely, if you have something with like 1 HP left and you don't care if it gets sacked, you can dump those defense cards because it'll attack that card guaranteed. So there's ways around it, but it's not great. Any ways to play the Japanese version of this game with translation tools? I couldn't tell you. This is the game, the Japanese version of the game with translation tools. There's a PS1 Yu-Gi-Oh game where the final few fights read your hand and inputs. Forbidden Memories, yeah. Yeah, Stark's talking about that in the Twitch chat. And, like, they just won't attack if they know they're going to lose the attack on the face down card. Okay. So, Tricky, if he does this, I can't get the KO. You asshole. So does Pegasus near the end of the first DM era tourney arc? Oh, really? Was the golem... Was that the golem deck? It was annoying to fight 3 golems at once. Yeah. Yeah, the hard mode fight where you have to fight 3 golems in, like... It's like the 3rd fight. Like, it's so early on, and he just dumps his hand, and then he has, like, an instant kill in his next hand. It's super annoying. Like, it's not even fun. Jamming, eh? Well, we'll see about that. 200 damage jamming on a champion is actually pretty good. There's, like, ultimates that have weaker jamming than that. Theodela? Yeah, something like that. I don't remember his name. No, I know who you're talking. It's a child. It's like the first. It's within like the first 3 fights. I think the guy you're talking about is like one of the bosses later. Maybe not. Maybe that is his name. I don't remember. It's been years since I've like tried the speedrun. That's another game that we play competitively if you guys are interested. There's 2 different clients for it. There's Tabletop Simulator if you have that, and then also Lackey TCG, which is free if you want to use that instead. Both cool. We've had a couple of tournaments for that. Plant and Durahan is like the best deck as far as we know, but there's a lot of like really powerful stuff right below that. The next MRBC tournament we do, I'm probably gonna run a dragon combo deck because I found a pretty funny and consistent way to set it up. Golems are tanky. That sounds like hell. It's just, it's so early on in the game. Like, you don't have any good cards yet. And because of the way that the speedrun works, you pick the deck that has Naga in it because Naga takes a really long time to unlock otherwise. And Naga is like the worst card in the game. So you basically have a dead card that you never want to use. Remember that one dude who played Absolute Defense and the best strategy to beat him was to guts a single card at a time to deck him out? Yeah, there's lots of ways to beat basically all the opponents, but it's funny. It's a fun game. We're gonna try this. Because if it works, then we win. Nah, it didn't work. Excuse me. My poor Digimon. Is the grown-ass man bullying the kids, right? Yeah, I thought he was. Yeah, what we're talking about is... He's like a... He looks like a classic cartoon bully. He's like a chubby little kid. Nelson, you copied his deck and used it all throughout the game. What's really funny about those decks is that there's so many ways around them. There's so many, like, this cannot be dodged cards. And stuff like... the Nelson deck, it doesn't have block cards, so anything that has like this cannot be dodged will like instantly fuck him up. But you know, about to say speedrunner uses Naga. Naga's awful in MRBC, even with all like the added support in like the later sets. He has a card that allows him to use as many attacks as he wants. And he also has a card that makes the rest of his attacks free or something like that. And even with those cards in hand, like, you can't make it work. Stellados and Toddy the title weight that plays the defensive occasionally throws one shot. Yeah, Stellados is Plant and Monel. Nelson is Pixie, Hanger, and I forget the third card. But those are like the two best decks in the game. They're the two hardest opponents. For like 99% of people. Hanger Pixie Mochi? Yeah, that makes sense. So, like, Round is the only block card he has. We've just been pressing circle. I think I'm going to turn them off for the rest of this. For the rest of this battle, at least. Good chunk of damage. Get the only circle attack win? Yeah, you don't get to see it too often. GG's King Sukamon. King Sukamon making me sleepy. Sleepy ass deck. Probably not going to stream super late tonight because I streamed super late last night and I was dying today because of it. I had to get up super early for boxing and then I was just burnt out all day. I went to work and I had to do like a small install at this place, and I get there and they're missing the thing they want me to install. So I basically got up, forced myself to like stay awake when I could have like taken a nap, get to the place, and then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, you can't do any work. And so cool. Subway back to my house. Wasted 3.5 hours. Very cool. And I got home and I was just like too tired and burnt out to like work on video stuff, so it felt like a wasted day. Espada's deck only has defensives for Durahan. He's banking on his ace. I mean, it is an extremely powerful card. It's the best attacking card in the game, like bar none. Shadraman. Okay, I can get Vegemon online, which is not nothing. And then I can dump Mud Frigimon just to give myself more cards in hand. I'm gonna jamming here. Okay, we'll put the attacks back on so we can see Shadramon. I do like how this game introduced all the rookies from Digimon 2 and used each other Digi-Eggs and have Digivolutions not seen the anime. Yeah. Let's put the Polygon battles back on. I think I just Sweet Whisper again. And then this can't be bad. Alright. I like how it's Digimon but cards. It's true. It is Digimon but cards. It is finger butthole. Serrated screw. Hiya! Mamma mia. Shadramon is Bug Flamedramon? Yeah, it basically is. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. He does a lot of damage. I don't like this because I have to worry about the second attack. I dump this hand. Ninjamon or Halsamon's okay. Both players use circle. Jamming? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting because you can jam your opponent's attack or their support and then switch to circle anyway. A lot of cards that like don't seem like they're necessarily useful on the rip are actually pretty good. Being able to change your own attack is very powerful, even though it seems like it might not be immediately. Flare Buster's animation is sick. Because then you get the effect of the jamming, but you also get to use circle. And, like, it's so cool. Special Digivolve. Can Digivolve regardless of own specialty by adding 20 DP. It makes it seem like with 20 additional DP you can Digivolve, but it adds 20 DP and also Digivolves regardless of specialty. Okay, we're gonna attack first here. If he wants to jam, that's okay. Oh. My, is YouTube still up? Did YouTube go down? The actual page crashed, but I don't think the stream actually crashed. It did? We're live? Oh, okay. YouTube's still up. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it the pages like had memory overflow or something. Vegemon still at POS. He's kind of a jerk for sure. I kind of want to hold on to everything, but I need to get rid of something or else I can't use Eltoy Agumon. I think that's best. Okay, we do this. Is he going to use... I'm not worried. If he wants to use Phantomon here to heal 200 HP, that's fine. Didn't even realize it crashed? No, it's not. I was worried the stream crashed because the actual page that shows like my dashboard on the YouTube studio, like that browser page crashed. I think the most cursed thing about Special Digivolve is that the CPU will abuse the bug too, which gives credence to the theory that it's actually working as intended but mistranslated. I mean, maybe. It seems way too powerful, if that's the case. Okay, I'm in a fine spot here. I attack first. I'm going to just dump some cards so I can use Tuah Hawkmon later. I guess I'm not actually going to get a chance to. Shoot little eyeball beams. Got your ass. The Kunamon and like Kunamon doing the little like roll when they die is so funny. Such a good animation. Dude, fuck you. We were just talking about it. What a cheater, man. What the hell? X to 0 would have been really good here. Well, all right then. This man's about to eat up HP. Today's the release day of the new Digimon mobile game, but I guess the dev forgot. Maybe it's like a different time zone. This man's eating my HP. Alright, now I gotta deal with this freak. Hawkmon would come in handy. Tuah Agumon's actually the answer here. Did I put Tuah Agumon in my deck? I did, I'm pretty sure. Okay, he didn't use eat up HP, so I might have lucked out there. Things might have worked out. That might have come out sicko mode, you know? Rolling guard. Hit him with the Beyblade. Ripping it out at the speed of sound. Oh my god, you dummy? You big, big dummy. What could you possibly have that would beat me? He's got Infirmon? What the hell? Discard 7 cards. Own attack becomes eat up HP. I see. Boost own X attack power 200. We're just gonna do this. He didn't even use eat up HP. What the hell? None of this matters, really, because we're just gonna get Tuah Agumon and win. Opponent forgot what he was doing. Oh, I could also, yeah, alright. It's safer for me to use Gatsumon here, just in case something goes awry. Okay, he's not even going to use it. What's me, 380, 760? No, that doesn't kill. I need this. Tuah Agumon, last card of my deck. You want to cheat? I'm going to cheat. Hit him with the Blue Blaster. Why does he have Blue Blaster? I just realized. What the hell? That's Electroshocker, brother. That's not Blue Blaster. What the frig? Or Super Shocker, yeah. Super Soaker. Evil Fire deck. It was looking hairy. But we won anyway. Candlemon. We won with the Candlemon. Oh no, why? I'm so powerless. So sorry I died. Having some attacks in Digimon World 2? Yeah. Digimon World 2 has a lot of that. Good, good. I'm glad you got rid of them. Thank you. What is it? What? I have no more use for you. You are dismissed. What about a passcode? What are you talking about? I can't give you the passcode until you win at the arena. That's not fair. Be quiet and win battles at the arena. I let you win. Okay, we gotta fight him again. Classic. Classic Poopman. Let's save, and then we'll run through it quickly, and then I think I'm probably gonna call it for the night. It's getting close to midnight. It's after midnight. Ba 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 da ba. Hopes and dreams junked. They all got junked. We're living in a junker world. Second turn. I'm going second. I love the little portraits of them holding the cards. They have one for every character in the game. It's great. Okay, extremely strong opening hand. Let's turn off animation. So we've seen all there is to see with Tentamon. Game has soul? Yeah, it's great. What does Metal Mamemon do? None. Alright, cool. Well, when holding his card with the flipper, yeah, it's just like floating. Game also introduced canonically the rest of the warp Shinkas for all the other Mons in Digimon. What does that mean? The warp Shinkas. Got 3 Sanyan drop by Garurumon. You don't know how good it feels to have him taste of his own medicine. Damn, what the hell? Yeah, that's free. Shinka is evolved. They're being that guy. Ah, they got me. Is this a bird? We're getting their ass. Pretty good hand. Pretty good everything. We're blue blastering our way. Cool. And then Hagurumon, I get the KO here. Oh, if he wants to crash, what can I do? If he crashes, Vegemon is safe. Because then he can't really do anything. Okay. I guess he wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway, but yeah, we're safe. Let's go into this guy. More attacks. Get God, Bozo. Mojamon's a classic OG. Yeah, he's sick. I could have used Hawkmon. Hawkmon would have given me the KO. I can also do this. Yay, we got an ultimate again. Whee! I like the card combining system. Yeah, there's so much fun stuff to do in this game. It's a very good game. Tons of replayability. Like infinite replayability, honestly. He used Crash with 50 life. That's fair. Aguru. We just pressed circle a bunch of times. Very cool. Bro's a paid actor. Yeah, I gotta get rid of all the Altoy Agumons in the Crash deck for Betamons. Altoy Agumon's fine, it's just, it requires you to have your hand set up in a way that doesn't really work with so many option cards in the deck. I don't think I've ever picked the second card. Yes, this seems fine. Is he gonna use the jamming? Shell Numamon's effect is actually like kind of BM. Okay, good start for me. Not a lot of stuff I want to use here. Vegimon's fine, just because he's not... If he can Digivolve, he can do it this turn. And if he can't do it this turn, he's dead before the next one, so it's not a big deal. You got me. He put 2 of my attacks to 0, but he did not put my strongest attack to 0, so he died for it. Let's dump this. See if we can get something a little bit stronger. Yeah, okay. Psychmon's good here. I mean... Not even really. Evil Program's a pretty good card. I don't remember the last time I won in 3 attacks. There's gotta be a bonus for that. No bonus for winning in 3 attacks? What the hell? Hey, I got Sanyanmamon. Let's go. I'm sorry it wasn't much of a challenge. I do want the passcode, brother. That's what you know. That's why I'm here. Boy, you got problems. That's what I'm saying. Especially Evo Japanese said temporarily increase DP by 20 enables off attribute evolution. Okay. Increase current DP by 20 is a better translation. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's okay. This gives me options. Hawkmon right now, not super useful. There's no reason for him to not to use Circle, but we're gonna press this anyway, because if it works, we get the KO. Alright. 3 misfire failures. Almost the most you could have. Most Digivolve cards skip DP requirements. Mutant doesn't. And Warp doesn't. But yeah, you're right, otherwise. Hadn't thought of that. Doesn't want to use Hawkmon here, that's fine. Or Asuka's Curse, I should say. Yeah, we're just gonna roll him with Tentamon. A little bit of damage never hurt nobody. Okay, pretty easy. Get rid of you. Got the Digivolve. Very cool. Yeah, we're flying through this. Our deck sucks too. I got a little chestnut guy, though. And that's all that matters. Yeah, so we'll unlock the new area here. Okay, time for big damage. 1300 damage. Quite nice. $1340. GG's, brother. A little bit overkill. Enjoying these Digimon streams, cool to focus on. Awesome background noise while I work on videos. Yeah, I'm going to, tomorrow's going to be my first day of, like, the early streaming. Another Tuah sick. So we're going to be playing again tomorrow, around 1 p.m. Eastern. Drop tier 2 from Dark City onward, yeah. But yeah, like, so when I started streaming tonight, it was about 8:30 Eastern. So tomorrow going to be 7 hours earlier. And a woman card. Cool. Not super good, but you know. It's there. Hey, Heel Slam, how are you doing? Yeah, I have, like, I've talked about this before, but July is super dead for me work-wise. And I'm always busy at night. So, you know, while I do want to do some video work, and I think I probably am going to be able to, I'm, like, easily 1 Rancher Rundown's coming out this month, but maybe 2. Maybe 2. Did Nanimon buff me? No, Nanimon puts your, it puts your hand back in your deck. My buff was from Gatsumon. Kind of wondering now if evolution penalty null happened because they ignored basic rules of Evo. Never checked if mutant also fixes stat fixes champs. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, it might. Anyway, let's watch this. While this is playing in the background, I'm going to find someone to raid, and I can go to sleep. I know you can, like, raid on YouTube now, too, but I don't really know how to. Hey, let's raid Tangent. Tangent's live. It's been streaming for 12 hours? Holy shit. Anyway. Tangent, good friend of the channel. Mr. Tangent Man. Super big fan of Monster Rancher. Great dude. But I'm gonna go get some sleep. And I will see you tomorrow, earlier on in the day. Actually, you know what? I don't want to guarantee it. I think tomorrow's probably a good day for me to stream during the day. But if I get on a roll with video editing, I might just want to stick with that, you know? We'll see. Anyway, bye-bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully. If not, we'll do at least one more stream this week during the day.